Here I am with the guys again. Next stop, place called
Gold Hill.
Gold Hill.
Gold Hill, North Carolina.
All right.
And why do they call it Gold Hill?
It was a gold mining community.
Looks like a great little town. So,
I like that.
yeah, hey, come along.
Yeah.
So the story with this store here, this store was actually built in 1906, and it was called the File Store. We bought it a year ago November, and we actually opened up the day after Thanksgiving. And the day that we opened up, I probably had 10 to 12 old timers come in here and tell me that they ate bologna here when they were kids.
Wow.
And sometimes the bologna slab would be this big, and sometimes it was this big, depending on who was telling the story.
Absolutely.
But then they would tell me that their dads and their grandpas would sit around that wood fire back there.
Sure.
And they would bet on the Coke bottles at the time had states imprinted in the bottom of them, and they'd make bets on the Coke bottles, and the kids would stand around eating bologna. And then a few of them started saying, and if you like that fire, he'll come. And they had already told us all about Lee File, who was the former owner, and he was an outstanding citizen. Everybody liked him. You know, he did good everywhere he went. But they said, if you like that fire, he'll come. And we said, well, we lit the fire today for the first time. So that was kind of interesting.
Did you hear anything or feel anything strange?
I'll tell you, you really want to hear what happened?
I would love to.
It's the weirdest story. And I'll tell you, my husband and I are still blaming each other for stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, sure,
we blame each other for stuff. But the very next day, we came in, and that door back there, we had built that door for the escape room, and it only pushes open one way. So he was ahead of me, and he had a load of logs in his hand, and he went to push up against the door to open it, and it wouldn't open. So he pushed it harder, and when he did, he dropped the logs because the door hit up against a chair that had been moved from over in the back of the store to in front of the fire.
Somebody likes doing practical jokes.
That was really weird. And then we just had mischievous stuff happen.
Sure.
And one of the weirdest things that happened is this bell right here that came with the store and was over there by the cash register. It dings sometimes, and it always finds its way back by that cash register.
Wow.
For some reason, I guess that's where it belonged.
Yeah.
But you know, my husband's name's Jeff. I'm like, you moved it. You know, no, you know what I mean. We like go through that a whole lot.
Right.
But I don't know. It's you know. But if you talk to the merchants down here, everybody has a story. They all say that their stores are inhabited, and they'll corroborate each other's stories. And other people who live down here will. So basically, it's the fact that it was an old miner town.
Sure.
You know, in the 1840s, and it was saloon, brothel,
Absolutely.
you know, opium den, a lot of mayhem. And I was telling you that there's mines on this side of the park.
Yes.
There's a trail on this side that actually goes down to the powder house. And that's where they loaded the dynamite, and they purposefully kept that separate so that they wouldn't implode the mines.
Had to.
There's supposed to be a whole lot of paranormal activity down there.
Well, I'm looking forward. You said Vivian.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking forward
Vivian
to talking to
Hopkins.
Vivian, and yeah.
Yeah, you'll love her. And she'll be able to tell you a whole lot more about it. But like I said, we're still trying to figure it out. So.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I appreciate it. And yeah, wonderful time here in Gold Hill. This is the escape room. This is really,
These
really
are the
neat.
laser gun, the backpacks, and they really work. You put them on. And
Nice.
then you have to shoot out some ghosts, and you have to capture some ghosts.
Okay.
And
That's
of course,
very
there's
cool.
like, riddles, there's locks.
Nice. Let's see.
And then ultimately, so this door is locked. It's a mag lock.
And this is the mine here.
And then we have a peppers ghost in here when you go on.
Well, that's just too neat. I love the whole concept and the just everything. That's wonderful. Wow. Gold Hill, North Carolina. It is just this little village with not a lot of people, but everybody I talked to that's from there, they were friendly, they were helpful, they were excited about their town. They had a passion for their village, not town, passion for their village. The quirky shops, some straight up shops, the escape room. Everybody I talked to had a story about a ghost or something else. Enjoyed eating at Mama T's. What a good time. And again, of course, hanging out with Jamie and Charlie, good buds that live down here, and my metal detecting buddies. And just an all-around good day. The weather was fantastic. The food was good. So listen, if you're ever in North Carolina near Charlotte, make sure you go to Gold Hill. It's a wonderful place. They have bluegrass there that plays sometimes. They got a lot of things going on. Make sure you stop in and say, hey, tell them Odd Rob sent you. So listen, if you like what you see, why don't you go ahead and subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram. I welcome all your comments, any way that I can, any idea that you may have for videos out this way. I'll be back down again. And I got a feeling that there may be another video coming out at some point with Gold Hill, North Carolina. So listen, everybody, stay well, stay safe, stay odd.